Good evening, everybody. This is Emmanuel's Promise Farm with Saba and Savta. I'm Savta. In our last video, we talked about making chicken stock. We used the recipe out of the Blue Ball book. In that chicken stock, we used chicken breasts. We used some of the backs of the chickens and a neck that we put in there to help build up some of the fat content to make the chicken stock taste well. So, in the leftover chicken that we had and the broth, we're going to utilize everything with no waste. I'm using Aunt Mary's recipe for chicken pot pie. That's what we're going to be making tonight, chicken pot pie. So we're going to use some vegetables. We've got green beans, peas, carrots, little potatoes, some butter beans. We're going to put that in there and some corn. We're going to mix that all together and we're going to make us a nice chicken pot pie. So first you're going to just add your vegetables in. Then this is cream of chicken. I've got 2 cans of cream of chicken. You can also use cream of celery. I'm not using the whole recipe because it's just the 2 of us and it makes a huge amount. And so since it's just the 2 of us, I'm not quite using all of it. Like I said, if you like the recipe, just comment and we'll add it below. We're going to add our chicken in. The chicken already has celery and onions in it, so that's going to add a good flavor to that. It already has a little bit of salt. We don't want to make it too salty, and that's good for those of you that might be watching your salt. I'm going to mix that all up together. And just mix it to your liking. You can add more or less, however you like. Okay. Then we're going to add some chicken broth in there. We don't want to forget that. And I'm just going to add a little extra salt and pepper again. You can do that to your liking. We don't use a lot of pepper. I'm just going to put just a tad in there. Next, we're going to make the topping that goes on that. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan over here so that we can put that in. Okay. You'll add this mixture to the bottom of that. And I think I want to add a little bit more. I want it to be not so dry. So I'm going to add a little bit more broth to that. That's better. Okay, so we're going to just put this in the pan over here. You can also add in to this poultry seasoning, which would be really good. Parsley, whatever you like. Some people like a lot of pepper. Okay, so I'm just going to spread that out. And now we're going to make the topping to go over the top of that in just 1 second. Okay. So for the topping, we're going to use self-rising flour. Like I said, I'm just halving this because it's just the 2 of us. You're going to have some melted butter to the side, which I'm going to add in. And then milk. And you just want this to a consistency like a pancake. Some recipes you can go and get those pie crusts that you roll out. You could use that and you could just lay that on the top. You could put one on the bottom and one on the top if you like. We're just doing it the old-fashioned way. This is just milk that I'm adding in. And that's all that's in this topping is just flour, butter, and milk. We're just going to mix this up, like I said, until it gets the consistency of a pancake, maybe a little thicker than that. So, almost done. This is real simple and easy. It's a good way to use your leftover chicken. And have another idea for that too, which we'll get to in another video of how to use the chicken. Lots of recipes. Some people ask me, so what do you do with your chicken? Because if you cook it in a canner, it's like boiled. Well, this is one good way to use that. Just a little more, and I think we're going to be done. So I hope everybody out there is having a good day today. So you see that right there, it's not quite ready still. And it did call for a cup of milk. So it's going to be just about right. So you want to spread this evenly over the top. And we're going to pause right here, and then we're going to put this in the oven at 350, and you'll come back and see how it turns out. So it's time. Let's see what we got here. The chicken pot pie cooked for about 45 minutes, and then I turned it up to 410 degrees just to get it brown on the top. We're going to give this a try. Looking good. And if you want more of the breading on top, you can always make the flour mixture. You can make more of that to add it to make it thicker. But this is about right for us. So, like I said, if you want the recipe, put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And our safety tip for today, if you don't use your chicken right away that you use when you're canning, make sure that you refrigerate it, obviously, right afterwards. If you don't use it right away, freeze it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.